Right with us.
Commissioner Ruppert. All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our evening meeting on this February 8th of 2022. I'm going to call this meeting to order, and as we begin, I'm going to ask you to join me for a moment of silence before we move to Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right, next we'll have roll call.
Commissioner Asasi?
Present.
Commissioner Ruppert?
Here.
Commissioner Moody?
Present.
Commissioner Jones?
Here.
Commissioner O'Connor?
Present.
Mayor Bliss?
Yes, and Commissioners, can I get a motion to excuse Commissioner Lanier tonight?
Moved.
Support.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, it carries. All right, next I'll take this opportunity to introduce our interpreters. So if you need assistance with interpretation services tonight, you're welcome to ask for assistance.
We're pleased to provide Spanish interpretation services this evening. These include interpretation during the meeting and for those who want to provide public comment. Buenas noches. Estamos complacidos de proveer servicios de interpretación en español esta noche. Esto incluye interpretación durante la reunión y para aquellos que quieren proveer comentarios públicos. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, next will be our first opportunity for public comment tonight, and this is public comment specifically on agenda items. So if there's an agenda item that we'll be voting on tonight and you wish to be heard on that, you can come up here to the podium. We ask that you share your name, the city that you live in. You'll be given up to 3 minutes to speak, and we ask that you are explicit about what item you're speaking about. All right, seeing none, we'll close that public comment. That'll take us to approval of the minutes, and these minutes are from our last meeting on January 25th. Commissioners, can I get a motion?
So moved.
Support.
All right, moved and supported. Any questions or comments? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, it carries. That will take us to petitions and communications.
The first one is communication received from Ed Kettle regarding public safety and affordable housing.
That is received and filed.
And communication received from Robert Cooper and Ann Cooper regarding the selection of the police chief candidates.
And that is also received and filed. That will take us to reports of city officers.
First one's the comptroller's report for the period of January 12, 2022 through January 25, 2022, in the amount of $21,077,616.04.
And that is received and filed.
And the treasurer's report for the period of January 12, 2022 through January 21, 2022.
And that is also received and filed. So next, that will take us to our consent agenda. Our consent agenda are items that we voted on earlier today. We had a number of standing committee meetings, and those items were voted on unanimously. So tonight, with one voice vote, we'll adopt those items. Commissioners, can I get a motion for the consent agenda?
So moved. Support.
All right, moved and supported. Any questions or comments? All right, I'll just say thanks to our appointments committee for continuing their hard work to get a number of our current vacancies filled, so thank you. With that, I'll call the question. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, it carries. All right, Commissioners, and you will see before us, we don't have any ordinances or resolutions or scheduled public hearings tonight, so that'll pretty quickly take us to our public comment period. This is our public hearing, our public comment period for items that are not on the agenda. And so for any other item that you wish to speak on, you are welcome to come up to the podium. Again, we ask that you share your name, the city that you live in, and we'll give you up to 3 minutes to speak. Is there anyone tonight who wishes to be heard? All right, seeing none, I'll close that public comment period and I will turn to my colleagues. So why don't I start down here with Commissioner Moody?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Nothing. Hope the weather continues to get better. I'm glad to see everybody out.
Thank you. Commissioner Jones?
Thank you, Mayor. I want to wish everyone recognize Black History Month and encouraging folks to take advantage of the programming that is available throughout the city, whether it be at the library or local universities and colleges. There's a lot of opportunities to learn during this month, so I want to recognize Black History Month. Also wanted to send out condolences to the family of Deshaun Large, who died in a very senseless manner this past weekend. Got killed here in town. Want to recognize and send love to the Large family, and also wanted to lift up something from this morning in community development. We were fortunate this morning to approve a number of road construction projects in the city, and we hit nearly $2 million in MWBE spending, which is a pretty big deal, I think, and to be able to obviously keep note of the spend, but these are projects that are pretty significant in size, and we had all of them had a MWBE component, which was just a breath of fresh air, but also, again, a real opportunity for the growth and development of our local MWBE. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for lifting that up. Commissioner O'Connor?
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. I'm just really excited to have had the city manager make the selection of our new police chief, Eric Winstrom. I'm really excited about him joining us here in Grand Rapids, and I know that wasn't an easy choice, but I'm glad that a choice was made and that we're going to get to work and having someone new to lead our department. I also want to thank the other two candidates for their willingness to put themselves out there in this kind of high-profile situation, and I think they both are also very qualified individuals, and wish them both nothing but the best in their future endeavors. And I'm excited to get Mr. Winstrom here and begin working with him.
Yeah, thank you. Commissioner Repper?
Yeah, boy, I just drove around the city for 2 hours with the new executive director for Friends of Grand Rapids Parks, and he is awesome. And it was really fun to, drive through the whole city. We really did the whole perimeter, and there's a lot of good things going on. It was fun to celebrate. It was also fun to hear his perspective coming from Utah to here. Almost all of it was affirmational, which was always good for me to hear. So look forward to introducing him to the public. He's here all week this week. I also want to thank the city manager for his process for the police chief. And Eric's the guy. And so whether people like the process or not, we got to give him a chance. We got to try to support him. And so I'm looking forward to meeting him and getting to know him and getting to know his family and doing everything I can to help him be successful. But I do want to thank the city manager for a thoughtful process and for leading us to this point where we have a new chief. I think that's it.
Thanks, Commissioner. Commissioner Isasi?
Thank you, Mayor. Yes, I will echo my colleagues' comments about the appointment of our new Chief Winstrom. I think the energy at the press conference last week was very positive. So I think our city manager gave some good remarks. Our new chief gave some good remarks. And it was good to see a cross-section of individuals there. So I'm very hopeful for this hire, and we have a lot of changes going on. So thank you to city staff for probably navigating lots of different, changes and movement. So we recognize that. I had people texting me, this is the shortest meeting that you all have had in a long time. So if you did miss out on your chance to provide public comment and you wanted to talk to me or you wanted to share anything, I'm happy to stay a little bit after, or just also remember these meetings aren't the only way to connect with us. Feel free to send us an email and connect with our offices. So it is not just intended to be on Tuesday nights. Thank you, Mayor, for the comments about the appointments process. I'm hopeful. So colleagues, we added 3 more to our pool of 11 for our Housing Fund Board, and we have another one that will be on our agenda for our next meeting, because we turn around and get the agenda ready just later this week. And we have 2 other names just are working through the vetting process. So I am hopeful. Commissioner Reppert and I got to talk to Mr. DeLong today about working forward and hopefully to set that first meeting for March. So that's exciting work. And then I want to say thank you to the cross-section or cross-functional team. I can't remember the word that Ms. Stout used around the social equity piece as it related to putting that nonprofit together. While I know that is just the first stages of this work, I think it was pretty cool to sit here in these chambers and talk about how we can right some of the wrongs of the war on drugs and be part of that process. So I'm very excited to see that process continue. It was very comprehensive as it relates to what are the steps that we need to do to get that entity up and running. So thank you all and have a good night.
Thanks, Commissioner. City Clerk?
Nothing tonight.
City Attorney? City Manager?
Thank you, Mayor. I, too, am also appreciative of the interdepartmental team that presented this morning on helping with improving social equity outcomes in the cannabis industry. I'm also grateful for the engagement process that we're about to embark with the community survey that should be coming out later this month, and appreciate Communications Director and Assistant City Manager Matthews for their leadership in that effort. And it was also good to see Howie today at Economic Project Team, who will be the director of the new Community Transformation Fund that will look to invest over $20 million in minority-owned businesses that are looking to advance the second stage. So I'm glad he's here in our community to help us with that endeavor. And I too want to welcome Commander Winstrom. Look forward to his start on March 7th. And we are planning the process for his swearing in upon his arrival. So thank you for your support in the process, and we look forward to his leadership in our community.
Thanks, City Manager. And I'll close with just a couple things. One, I too add my congratulations to Commander Winstrom. I was really happy to have a little bit of time with him and his family when he was here last week, and I'm excited to work with him and welcome him to our city. I also want to highlight that our city was just recognized again for our work around environmental sustainability with the City Clean Energy Scorecard. We moved up the ranks compared to other cities, so we're at 31st. Commissioners, I hope all of you feel proud, as it is affirmation of the work that we've done here at City Hall, but also in the community around environmental sustainability. And then last, I was really excited to see that participatory budgeting is moving forward, and that the portal has been launched and the website has been launched. And so I encourage folks to go to grpb.org, submit your awesome ideas. I can't wait to start to see some of those. And I'm excited to see what the outcome will be of this process, as I know all of you are. So I hope people will actively engage in that. I also look forward to having the community survey completed again, and really getting a sense of how individuals throughout our city are feeling about city services. So with that, we will adjourn for tonight, and I hope you all have a good rest of the evening.